In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to get SMMA clients organically using Meta and YouTube. So without further ado, let's just dive right into my computer and let's get started. All right, we're inside of my computer. Let's go. So here's what I'm going to cover in today's video. First of all, Meta, Facebook and Instagram, YouTube organic outreach message. I'm going to give you a template about that. And then also organic tracking, which is very important. And then a summary at the end. And if you haven't already, make sure to check out the free SMMA course. You know where to find it. Where basically teach people to go from $0 to $10,000 per month in 90 days or less, complete for free. Free course, free community, and free weekly Q&A calls. A pro tip as well, if you want to save yourself some time, watch the video in double speed. Let's begin with point number one, and that is Meta, Facebook, and Instagram organic advertising. So the first thing you want to do is to prepare your outreach messaging. And you basically want to prepare exactly what you want said and also have room for your custom messaging or your personalized first line, essentially. You don't want to blast out messages, but you only want to send personalized messages to the prospects within your niche. And I've also prepared an outreach template for you that I'm going to show you here in just a second in this video. The next thing you want to make sure is that you adjust your profile. So make it clear who you help with what, essentially. Link to your website and VSL. And if you don't know what a VSL is, it stands for video sales letter. And you can have a VSL funnel, basically a sales funnel on your website where you guide new visitors to leads, to hot leads, and then booked appointments, essentially. And if you want to learn exactly how to set up a website, a domain, a professional email, and a sales funnel for your agency, I show you exactly how to do that in the free course. But it's very important that you adjust your personal profile, whether if that is your personal Facebook profile that you use, or if it's your Instagram profile that you use. Adjust it so that it's crystal clear who you help with what, essentially. And I'm going to show you some examples of this here in just a second. Then what you want to do, if you want to use Facebook, let's say, is that you can utilize the Facebook groups and contacts. So identify business owners within your niche market using Facebook group or sending direct friend requests and messages to those people. So utilizing Facebook groups can be a great place to identify prospects within your niche. And either you can just connect with them on Facebook and send them a direct message there, or you can just find them on Instagram as well and send them a direct message there instead. And again, I'm going to show you some examples of this in here in just a second. Instagram. So sending DMs on Instagram, it works great for some niches. It's not as personal as sending a DM on Facebook. And the really cool thing about Instagram is that you can always send a DM to somebody, even if you're not the connection with them. And those DMs are going to be easier to see on Instagram versus on Facebook. You can still DM people on Facebook if you're not a friend, but more often than not, you don't even get a notification when you do that. So it's more powerful to utilize Instagram in that aspect. Also, it's more socially acceptable to send DMs to strangers on Instagram than it is on Facebook. People see Facebook more so as a platform for friends and family, and Instagram is a place where you can kind of showcase what you do in your life. You can talk with strangers more so. The next thing I want to discuss as well that I'm going to show you, which is really cool, is that you can utilize YouTube for your organic advertising. So for some niches, the business owners use a YouTube channel for their business, essentially. So you can use this to identify prospects and their other social media profiles to send DMs. And this is not something that I've seen a lot of people do, but it's super powerful for some niches. So here in just a second, I'm going to show you how to do that as well. And also the most important thing when you do organic outreach is to have a daily plan. So set the daily plan for the amount of prospects you will identify and reach out to every single day. So for example, reaching out to 25 high quality prospects per day. And we can do some math about this at the end of the video as well. It's super powerful. And I'm going to give you the actual tracking sheet as well that you can follow. All right, but let's just break this down a bit. So the first thing you can obviously do is to go to different Facebook groups. So let me show you how. So for example, if I go to Facebook and just search for gym owners, you can see that I find a ton of different groups here. So let's say that I am a marketing agency selling YouTube ads to gym owners. Here I have a great group called Gym Owners United. I have no idea what type of group that is, but I can see that it's over 6,000 members in this group, and they have an awesome photo where you can actually see that there's a ton of gym owners in this actual group. And what I could try to do within this group is try to join this group, and then I can identify members within this group. And one way I could go about things is to communicate with people within the actual group and helping people answering questions and so forth, but not promoting myself. Because most of these groups have rules, as you can see here, no promotions allowed. So you can't do any posts where you promote your own services, but you can still be in this group to identify business owners in this group. And so for example, you can send them friend requests here on Facebook and start a conversation there. Or what I recommend, which is even better, is to try and identify them on Instagram and reach out to them there. So if we go to Instagram, this is my personal Instagram, right? And as you can see, I'm not currently doing any organic outreach for my agency right now because we have an appointment setter in our agency that do that. However, in our agency, we're super specified, right? So I run an SMMA, a super niche marketing agency where we only help roofing contractors and some solo contractors as well with Facebook ads. So if I would do this for my niche, I would find a roofing group and do the exact same thing. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep it to a gym owner example, right? So if I was trying to connect with gym owners, I would adjust my profile to state it very clearly that I was helping gym owners to generate leads and book appointments utilizing YouTube ads, for example. And here's a great friend of mine who's helping entrepreneurs, and he is also running a very niche niche type of business. His name is Gio, and as you can see here on his profile, he's using Instagram a ton to reach out to entrepreneurs and to close a ton of business utilizing his personal Instagram profile. So you can see here, it says, I help entrepreneurs fix their health issues by improving their sleep, gut health, training, and nutrition. DM me start for more information. So as you can see here, he has a very clear profile about what he do, who he helps, and with what, and then he has content that is about him and to whom he is selling his services. So this is a perfect example of a selling Instagram profile essentially. And utilizing Instagram in combination with Facebook groups is super duper powerful. And I actually recommend that if you're going to utilize Facebook groups, so sure, you can send friend requests directly here on Facebook, but Facebook is very picky about these things. And if you send too many friend requests, they're going to give you a warning and all of that stuff. So I actually don't recommend that much to send a ton of messages and friend requests on Facebook, but rather identify the prospects here in the groups and then utilize Instagram as a selling tool to actually send them direct messages. You can like their posts, you can follow them, and you can send direct DMs as mentioned, right? All right, so that is Facebook groups and contacts and also Instagram. That's a super duper powerful combination. But another really cool tool that you can utilize to identify prospects is YouTube. And not a lot of people are thinking about this. So let me show you exactly how you can do this. All right, so I'm on YouTube right now. And again, let's say that I'm selling YouTube ads to gym owners. What I could do is that I could just search for gym here. And then what I can do is that I can filter this search. And I only want to find channels that has the word gym in them. So here you can see that there's literally an endless list of gym YouTube channels. And most of these channels are from local businesses or local gyms essentially that have a YouTube channel. So here you basically have an endless list where you can identify different businesses or different gyms. And then you can also identify the gym owner or the business owner of this gym and then reach out to them directly utilizing, for example, Instagram. So this is definitely something that I recommend that you should test. And this doesn't work for all niches out there, right? Because not all business owners have a YouTube channel for their business, right? But this is something I could do for my business as well. And we've actually started to look into this more in my agency as well, where you can see if I'm just searching for roofing here and I filter on channels, I'm having a ton of different roofing businesses here that have their own YouTube channels that I can identify the business owners of and reach out to. So in summary, utilizing both Meta and YouTube to identify owners and then reach out to them, in my opinion, utilizing Instagram is a super powerful technique that you definitely should try out. The next thing I want to talk about in this video is that I prepared a outreach copy template for you that you can utilize when you reach out to business owners. And if you want to find this sheet, you can go to maxpearson.com/copy-template. And when you go to that URL, you will be taken to this page, and there you can basically just go to file, you can make a copy to your own drive, or you can just download it as a PDF. So it reads as follows. So outreach and follow-up message template. Use this outreach template as a guide, customize it for your individual agency. The most important thing when you do outreach is your messaging and your offer. Spend time on perfecting this. Also, make sure to follow up, follow the guideline, but put your own personal twist to it, right? So the template that you should follow when you do organic outreach is that if you're sending an email, obviously have a subject line, and the subject line I like to use is just to say hi name from your name. So hi John from Max, for example, in my case. Then you just do it very simple, hi name. Then you have a personalized first line. You have your pitch plus some social proof, call to action, and then your name. So this is a very simple but very powerful template or structure of a cold organic message that you could send to somebody. But really the key in this message, in the personal first line, you want to make sure that the receiver of this message knows that this message is to him or to her. If you don't make it personalized enough, people are going to see it as a spammed message that you've sent to hundreds of other people, and they're not going to be interested. So here are some examples of it, right? So message number one, example. For example, hi John, I love the video content you share on your Instagram for your gym business. The new workout machines you recently purchased and shared on your Instagram story look amazing. So here I'm making it crystal clear to John that I have been to his Instagram page, and I can talk about specifics in his stories even. So when John reads this, he will be intrigued, and I will hook him with this message because I have a custom message specifically to him. Then I say, my name is Max, and I've been helping gym owners since 2017 to generate more leads and clients using the power of YouTube ads. We've been able to work with some of the biggest gym franchises in the nation, including Name Drop and Name Drop. We normally slash their cost per save with over 75% for our client. We also offer a 100% ROI guarantee, meaning that if we don't perform, you don't pay. So here I'm basically pitching my services. I'm having social proof by mentioning clients that I've been working with in the past. And I also do a risk reversal, mentioning that we have an ROI guarantee or a service-based guarantee. And if you want to learn more about how to get results and case studies and testimonials for your agency when you're starting out, if you don't have them personally, I teach all of that in my free SMMA course. I also talk more about how to position yourself and how to create an offer and risk reversals and all of that good stuff. And then I basically finalize this message by saying, with a call to action, is it okay if I send you a quick 5-minute video that explains explains in detail what we do, how it works, client results and testimonials question mark, right? So yeah, so you always end it with a question when you send a message to them so that they know what to respond to. And this is just an example first message. Obviously, you're going to fine tune this to your specific niche and offer, but the structure of an outreach message is very simple. Hi name, personalized first line, your pitch plus social proof, call to action, and then you can throw in a risk reversal here as well, which is very powerful. Talking about ROI guarantee or a service-based guarantee. And then if they send you a positive response, you can just reply with, hi John, perfect. You can check out the video here. You can also schedule an appointment with me here. So here you can have a link to your VSL funnel video. And again, if you want to learn more about how to create a funnel and how to create a VSL video or a presentation video like that, you find all of that information in my free SMMA course that you can check out after this video. I also teach you exactly how to set up an online calendar on your own domain in the free SMMA course as well. And then I basically just have different follow-up messages here, right? So 2 days later, hi John, awesome work. Hi John, awesome work on your client testimonial, by the way. The work you did with Nick and shared on your Instagram post looked amazing. I just wanted to make sure you saw my previous message, right? So the main thing here when you follow up is that you always do personalized follow-up as well. You don't want to follow up with boring copy-paste templates, but you want to mention something personal and also give them a compliment, right? And as you can see here in all of the other follow-up messages that I do for John here, all of them have something custom, something personalized, and a compliment. So the next follow-up says, awesome post you shared this morning. Your personal workout routines looked brutal. But it doesn't have to be about a post. It can be something about a video on their YouTube channel, or some images on their Instagram, or something you saw on their website, or a new review that they got on Google, or whatever it might be. So in the final message here as well, you can see that I have a personalized first line and also compliment here as well. So I just had the best laugh in a long while when I saw your most recent Instagram story. Your dog seems to love dog treats indeed, haha. So again, it doesn't have to be something specifically about their Instagram. It can be about anything that you find about this business online, essentially. So in summary, this template is super duper simple, but super powerful. And again, the secret sauce in here is that you have a personalized first line. You mention something custom, and you also have a compliment in there. And you always end it with a question, and also throw in a pitch, what you do, who you help with what, and also have some social proof there. And you can leverage a media buyer to get social proof in the beginning. And again, I teach you all about that in my free SMMA course. And also what's really cool when you do organic outreach is that you have a risk reversal in there. For example, we also offer a 100% ROI guarantee, meaning that if we don't perform, you don't pay. And I'm teaching you all about that as well, how to do a service-based guarantee in the course as well. All right, the next thing I want to give you as well is an organic tracking sheet. So if you go to maxpearson.com/organic-tracking, you will be taken to this sheet. And the reason why you want to use a tracking sheet is very, very simple. Because when you reach out to people, you want to first of all write in, you basically want to start your day and just fill up this list with 25 new prospects. I recommend that you send at least 25 new messages every single day when you're starting out your agency. And also, if you do some quick math about this, you will see that you can close a lot of clients in a pretty short time if you send 25 messages every single day, Monday through Saturday, and you send them personalized, right? It's super duper important that you follow the methodology that I just talked about, right? That you only send personalized messages and follow-up messages. But basically what you do in here, it's very simple. So you have different rows for the different prospects that you're collecting and sending messages to, and then you just have different columns here with different information. You can adjust these columns to whatever you want to. So let's say you're only going to utilize Instagram and LinkedIn, let's say, or only going to utilize Instagram and YouTube, then you can obviously change out these columns so that it fits your specific strategy. For now, I've done a couple of examples here. So I have name, email, phone number, website, Instagram, LinkedIn, the outreach date plus platform. So the first date, basically your first message was what date did you reach out and what platform did you use? For example, Instagram, the 1st of January. And then when did you send the follow-up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? And what platform did you use? So you should keep track of this. So as you send new messages every single day, you can also go back and follow up to the previous one you've sent previous days, essentially, right? Also, what's really nice to do in a tracking sheet like this is to use color coding. So you can see that some of them are yellow, some are green, and some are red. Yellow basically means that you're in progress, that you're currently following up with them. Green mentions that the strategy session is booked, or you basically landed a call with them. And red basically means that they responded that they weren't interested or they didn't respond at all. So they're basically abandoned, right? And here down below, you have different tabs for the different months. So I highly recommend that you go here, that you can just click on file and make a copy to your own Google Drive or download it to an Excel sheet, for example. So utilize it, and I hope that you find some clients utilizing this and make some money from it as well. So let's continue. And also what I want to mention in this video today is regarding this triangle, right? So this triangle, it basically symbolizes your market or any market at any given time. So it's only really the top 10% of a market that is interested right now and that are looking for a solution. So the top 3% are like active buyers. They want to buy now. And then the top 7%, they intend to change. They're kind of interested. They're kind of window shopping right now. But then 90% of the entire market, they're really not that interested. So the bottom 30%, they're not that interested at all. The middle 30%, they do not have a need right now. They might have a need in the future, but right now they're not that interested at all. And then the top 30% right here, they have a need, but they're not ready to act. So they might be interested and want to find a marketing agency, but they need to find more salespeople first, or they're currently redoing their website, so it's not a good timing right now, right? And the reason why I want to mention this triangle in this video is because if you do organic outreach the right way, meaning that you personalize all of your follow-up messages and all of your outreach messages, then you're going to be able to build relationships with this entire triangle. So even if you identify somebody in this bottom 30% and they tell you no, if you have given them a first great impression, meaning that they actually like you and they respect you because you've actually spent some time on reaching out to them with a personalized first line and actually built a relationship with them, because as they progress through this triangle over time, they will most likely be a potential buyer now very, very soon. And if you have actually built a relationship with them, you just increase your chances to actually be the vendor or the service that they're going to hire if you send a personalized first line to build a relationship. If you just blast it on people, you can actually just hurt your reputation if you do it that way. So keep this triangle in mind when you reach out to people, essentially. And also important to remember, the platform or the tool is not the secret. It's your offer, messaging, and outreach method that makes the difference, right? Very, very important to remember. So don't be fooled by the people selling you the dream that a tool will solve all your problems. It will not. Only getting the fundamentals right will, right? So there's a ton of different automation tools and email marketing tools and all of that, and they sell you this great dream that it's going to solve all of your problems by just pushing a button, essentially. But that's not the reality. That's not how it works in the market. You have to spend time on identifying something that you can sell to a market that they actually want to buy, and then don't spam them with bad outreach messages, but actually spend time and reach out to them on a personal level instead. It's going to be a lot better for you. You're going to build a lot more relationships with people, and you're going to get more clients and make more money as well. So let's summarize this video. First of all, adjust your profile, right? So make sure that you have a professional photo of yourself, the right messaging easily explained on your profile, the links to your VSL and to your website. And if you want to learn how to create the VSL funnel and a website, you know where to find it in the free SMMA course. Also, the right platform for you. So Meta and YouTube might not be the best platform for your specific niche market and your service. So ask yourself, does business owners in your niche spend time on Meta on YouTube? Or most likely, maybe they hang around on LinkedIn instead. Or email might be even better, right? So if you want to learn more about how to do LinkedIn or how to do cold email, I have videos separately here on my YouTube channel, but I also talk about it in depth in the free SMMA course. The fundamentals as well, this is very important. If you don't have them in order, your prospecting or sales won't work. Everything is in your offer, positioning, and messaging. If you don't get a desired response, go back to the drawing board to adjust. And also, the most important thing, take action. Nothing happens without taking action. And remember that you will naturally get a lot of no's when doing organic outreach. Believe in your SMMA and keep going, right? Also, make sure that you subscribe and follow me on Instagram as well if you find this content useful. And if you want to find more interesting and very powerful and important updates regarding the course, you need to be following me on Instagram as well. And also, if you want to check out the free SMMA course, you know where to find it. No opt-in or anything required. We have no upsells. We don't sell anything, no hidden fees. It's a free course, free community, and free weekly Q&A call. It's pretty cool, so check it out, right? And for today's quote is from Sam Walton, who started Walmart. I'm sure you know who he is. There is only one boss, the customer, and he can fire everybody in the company from the chairman and on down simply by spending his money somewhere else. So this is why it's so important just to focus on value, what do you sell to whom, and constantly trying to improve the value that you can provide to the market, right? All right, so that's basically it for today's video. So let's get to work. Subscribe and follow me here on YouTube if you find it useful and interesting, and definitely check out the free SMMA course as well, and I will see you in there.